We just saw the Republicans cave in and just give the Democrats an unlimited debt ceiling, and they pushed it until after the election, so they don't have to worry about it again. So from a financial perspective, it probably doesn't matter. From a social perspective, I think it does. But unfortunately, like I said, it might just go back to Biden again. I mean, come on. The whole world knows the guy is unfit. He can't tie a shoe. He can't even walk across stage. Yesterday, there was footage all over the internet of him falling, down again. The guy can't even walk. And it's not a knock against him or old people in general. It's just, unfortunately, people's faculties decline as you get older. The average Fortune 500 CEO is 55 years old, not 80. I don't think there's any Fortune 500 CEOs that are that old. You just retire. And so, the whole world knows. Saudi Arabia, who's been the United States ally, with the petrodollar since 1974, the United States has their back. The Saudi Arabian state TV was making like Saturday Night Live skits about Biden shaking hands with the air, falling down. I mean, the whole world knows. And so the whole world knows that the United States has no leader. I feel like it's almost symbolic of the United States. And I hate to say that as being a red-blooded American, but I feel it's like almost symbolic of the United States, where it's like the powers that be want him there because it symbolizes where the United States is. And it's just old and decrepit and doesn't want to admit it, kind of a thing. As far as where things go, talking to an international person here, I don't know what your views are, but from an American standpoint, most people don't think we have a free and fair election anymore. And so, from that standpoint, I hate to think this way, but I think that, the guy who can't walk or talk could definitely win again, if that's who they, the powers that be, want to win. I think it'll probably come down to a Trump Biden runoff, partly because they want Trump to run against Biden, because Biden beat Trump before and he'll probably beat Trump again. I like Trump. I thought he was a pretty good president. I think he got caught up. I think he got, the whole pandemic thing really threw a wrench into his program. But I think there's so many people that won't vote for him just because he's Trump. I wish he would kind of stand down, and I wish he would kind of let maybe DeSantis run for it, because people would vote for DeSantis, but they won't vote for Trump. So that's going to be a problem. As far as like what happens on the other side of it, regardless of who wins, I think it's just important to understand, if we're thinking about it from a financial perspective, Trump added more debt than any president in history. Obama added more debt than any president in history. Bush added more debt than any president in history. And so regardless if it's a Republican or Democrat in office, the money printer will go burr. So I think regardless of what happens, I think it does matter, specifically for Americans and maybe even for people abroad. I think there will be a difference in freedoms. And so certainly we see that the Biden administration, I like to call it the Obama-Biden administration, is very, very restrictive. I mean, literally Obama or Biden and his cronies, Elizabeth Warren, Gary Gensler at the SEC, they're running on an anti-technology platform. Like literally, Elizabeth Warren is running on an anti-crypto platform. And it's not just crypto, it's anti-technology. They're trying to pass this Restrict Act to take away our freedoms. And so I think that side will definitely work more to remove freedoms, a lot more censorship of movement, censorship of speech, where we might see that slow down if it might be a Republican in office. But back to the financial topics, I mean, they're both going to print money. We just saw the Republicans cave in and just give the Democrats an unlimited debt ceiling, and they pushed it until after the election, so they don't have to worry about it again. So from a financial perspective, it probably doesn't matter. From a social perspective, I think it does. But unfortunately, like I said, it might just go back to Biden again. Hey, this is Mark Moss, and you are watching Think Smart Education.